The stream
Now
is
we're
live.
live. Welcome, guys, to Smallmouth Crush live. We decided to go live tonight. We were going to take the night off.
Yep.
But Eric thought, tonight's the night.
In honor of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yes.
And Veterans Day.
Perfect.
I'm wearing camo. Showing a little honor. Reverence to the vets out there. Thank you if you're a veteran watching the show. Appreciate
So
your
since this was kind of an unplanned live, we'll see how many people join us. I'm sure once they get the notifications,
it's going to be very interesting.
Hopefully they'll be joining us soon. But
who was first? Tom's in the house. Matthew Weimer, Tommy Ruan, John. What's up, man? Gino, the operator, Sean.
Nice.
Oh, man. Yep. Tom sent me a post about the crew of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and he wondered which one you were.
I know.
Did he send it to you too?
Yes.
Did you see yourself? Did you get any interesting feeling?
No.
Not at all.
Mm-mm.
Didn't stir up any emotions or anything?
Mm-mm.
Let's read through the names. Let's see. Ernest McSorley, captain. John McCarthy, first mate. Would you have been a cook, a maintenance man, a porter, an engineer? You could have been one of the wheelmen. What about the watchman? What feels right? Like, what job do you think you had? If you had to imagine a job, and what year did it go down?
I don't know, 74 maybe?
Okay. If you had to think about a job on the Edmund Fitzgerald, what fits you? Were you the captain of that ship?
Man, maybe.
First mate? You could have been the watchman, William Spengler, because you like to watch.
I do.
I got a feeling you could have been the watchman. So the watchman was William Spengler and Carl Peckol, Peckol. You might have been the wheelman. You like to steer. Eugene O'Brien, John Poviach. You might have been down there oiling. You could have been an oiler. Ralph Walton, Blaine Wilhelm, Thomas Benston. I don't know, man. That's a screenshot of the list of sailors on the Great Lakes for the Edmund Fitzgerald from another post on here. For us Midwesterners unfamiliar with the position these men held, can anyone else explain what? And I don't know what Seymour is because I can't see it. Ships of the Great Lakes, the Edmund Fitzgerald. How about that, man? 75 is the year it went down. 1975.
I've never fished on that section. I believe it was Lake Huron is where it went down in. Never been up in that zone.
The Great Lake they call Gitchagumi. I remember the line from the song.
Yes.
Right? Superior. Tom says it was Lake Superior. Jack B's in the house
yes,
tonight.
He's right.
Yep. Oh yeah. Hey, if you bought an auction item, thank you, Ben Byrne, for letting me know. Got the goods. Good. Kyle, we're shipping yours out tomorrow. Somehow we missed it. My bust. And then there's one guy who was new to Venmo. Let's see if he's on tonight.
It was Lake Superior.
It was Lake Superior.
I knew it was, but for some reason I said Lake Huron.
I got a few announcements, man. I'm going to do a really good giveaway this winter. I'm stocking up for some good stuff this winter for the shows. Been prepping for shows. How about that?
Yeah.
Let me go to my Venmo. And it was Michael Dove. Michael Dove, if you're watching, send me your address. Send me your address. Guppy can't believe he missed the auction. Guppy, if you watched it, what did you wish you bid on? I'm really curious now that you're in the chat. Tim Maynard. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, Tim. Gordon Lightfoot. Travis turned me on to another one of his songs. Remember we listened to it on the way up to the Ike Foundation dinner?
I think so.
You did. Remember you used to play me Tom McDonald? Oh my gosh. When's the last time you listened to a Tom McDonald song? Or do you still?
It's been a long time.
Remember you were turning me on to that?
Yeah.
Smallmouth Junkie, you're welcome.
Hey, before we get started, we do want to say thank you to our show sponsor tonight.
Who do we got?
Linex Batteries, lithium technology. You guys know I run that brand of batteries in my bass boat. 236 volts for the trolling motor, 212s for all the graphs, and have not had a single issue this season. I've been very happy with them. We're actually going to have them on hopefully in the next, I'm going to say 3-4 weeks. We're going to try to set something up, but we do want to give a shout out, and we're going to talk a little bit more about them further because I know I've been getting a lot of questions every time guys are out there fishing with me. They're asking me battery questions, and it's very important to have the right type of battery, especially with all the craziness that we do. And thankfully, man, besides a dead battery, which was my fault,
yeah,
that was the only issue I had this year.
That's amazing. Because
you know I was dead?
Tell me what happened.
Because my alternator didn't work and I didn't charge.
Yep. Well, there you'll have it. That'll kill you every time, man.
Yeah.
What was our problem when you jumped in the water and we thought we spun a hub?
Oh, that was the shift actuator.
That's right. Yeah, the shift actuator thing. Remember when you used to run other lithium batteries? You were kind of hosed in a couple tournaments. I seem to remember the Chickahominy River, James River.
I don't remember that one, but probably.
I do. Yeah. How many different brands lithiums have you run since you've been running lithiums?
I ran 2 brands.
And so far, this has been the most reliable.
Yes, for sure. Yep.
I dig. That's good, man. That's good. Well, I thought it was a good auction, man. You happy? You ship everything out?
We got everything shipped out. We messed up on a few things. I got to take care of that. I haven't had time to look into it just yet, but.
Okay. That's for everybody that's listening. That's Travis's new thing. I'll look into it. He said it to me like 6 times in the last 2 days. We've actually been talking a little bit because we're planning on a trip up north, right?
Well, we're going to have to figure that out soon.
We are. But hey, first a shout out. Can I do a little shout out?
Please do.
I want to shout out to Mark DL. I hope I'm saying your name right, man. A couple shows ago, I talked about Lucky Craft magic scales. Who remembers Lucky Craft magic scales? Anybody remember? I showed them. They were Pro Tune, and that's what they look like. So these, come on, if you've ever bought a BDS or any Lucky Craft crankbait in the Crack series, they had silver, they had gold, they had purple, they have blue. I got a little bit left of gold, silver, purple, and blue. And they came in different sizes, like small and medium, I think. These are the small. So I talked about it, and Mark like, hey, man, I got a pack. I don't use them. I'll send them to you. So he sent them to me. He's from PA. And so what did I do? I put it on a Rio Rico. What do you think of that, bro? Look at that.
I like it.
Look at that, man. And I did a little overspray, so you can't really see it flash until you hit it. And then I put the big old red eyes on there. And look at that blue highlight. See that blue highlight? Blue highlight? Yeah, it's what do they call that? A color shift. It's my little magic fairy dust. And so I oversprayed the black on the gold Lucky Craft scale. So it toned it down a little bit. But that's kind of like Lucky Craft had a pattern that is one of my favorite in the gunfish. And it involves kind of that. So what do you think? Pretty tight, huh? What do you think, guys? That's just Bass Lab stuff right there, man. Whoa, thank you, Mark. That's my I did some too. I want to show a couple other things.
Please do. I also want to is it Rogue? R-O-G in the comment?
Rogue Trader. Thank you, guys.
No,
yeah, Rob. R-O-G. Yes. Yes.
He's asking about the DD26 for live scope. So that's your mount, that pole that you can put your live scope on. I have not run that. This year I went with the Foresight. I think it's FORESIGHT, maybe. The Foresight. It's got a little bit better components in it from what I'm hearing. It's smoother. I've been impressed with it. I really like mine. I use it every day, and it has not given me any problems. It did start to give me a problem last week, but that's only because the battery in the foot pedal was starting to die. And I was troubleshooting it on the water, dude. And I was like, maybe because it's cold. And I'm like, this thing kind of turns every once in a while, but it doesn't. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing's breaking on me.
Uh-oh.
Then it started working the rest of the day. And I was at the gas station filling up, and I turned it on, and I was like, are you going to work today? Or are you going to give me problems? And the thing wouldn't turn at the gas station. So I busted out the tools right there. Always keep spare stuff. I didn't know I needed this special circular battery, but by golly, I had it sitting in the bag marked batteries in the bass boat. So we was able to switch it out, and it works. Yes.
That's very cool, dude.
Steve over at Bass Fishing Electronics sells those. He's probably getting your best price. I think he's given 10% off even. You'll have to go on his website, Bass Fishing Electronics, or give him a call. Let him know I sent you over there if you're interested. That's the best pole. The arrow's perfect. That's the one I would highly suggest.
Highly recommend. I like it. Is Steve? Did Steve ever forgive me for my rant on LiveScope? But I did tell everybody to go to his shop. Remember?
Yeah, I think so.
That's probably one of the best rants on LiveScope I think I've ever heard.
That was
so about a couple months ago, I kind of made like my homemade dice, right?
Yes.
And I threw them up in New York, and I got a couple bites, but I missed them. I don't know if I got too many legs in it. Look at that, guys. Do I have too many legs in that? Has anybody bought a real OSP dice? And I just used a kamikaze part of a body of a trailer. I mean, this is a really gaudy color, and I thought Smallies would respond to it. They picked it up, but I think they were just moved. They were spawning at the time, and they just picked it up, moved it off their bed. So recently, I tried a more toned down version, but I want to show a little hack. You can put a little weight in. So this is more of a green pumpkin natural. What do you guys think of that one? Too many legs? Not enough? Anybody got a real OSP dice? How many legs does an OSP dice have? But here's a little hack. If you're throwing it wacky and you don't want to lose a $4 bait, because I think for like 2 dice, it's $11 or something crazy. These things are really cool. And they're Eagle Claw. And I bought them and this is for anybody throwing wacky. I bought them at Dick's, like on closeout. You see those little things right there?
Yeah.
See that? So I inserted that in the bottom of the body, and then you punch your hook through that little plastic piece right there, and it holds it on. Pretty cool. And then you can I just stuck a piece of this is another little hack for everybody. That right there is a little piece of a carpet screw drive nail. A carpet screw drive nail. It's twisted, and I use it to wacky weight my Senkos, and you can get like 1,000 of them cheap. So instead of spending money on nail weights that are expensive or tungsten, use that. And they come in gold and silver. And if you're throwing it like in a green pumpkin, that little head of that carpet screwdriver, now cut it down to fit in that little dice. It has a little flash. And let me just say that little nail weight was involved in a classic win for me and Scooter. Biggest fish of the day on day 2. 30 minutes to go. Pretty cool. All right. Few less legs. David Brown says, no, I have the secret powder sauce, but I have 4 per side. Oh, I think I'm way over. Let's see. On this side, I got 4 and 4. Is there anything top and bottom? Because I put 2 out of the top, 2 out of the bottom. And then I do have 4 per side, but then I went on the corners. So maybe I just need to remove my corners. So 4 per side would be 8. Was there anything coming out of your front of your? This is really not a dice per se. But anyway, thanks, guys. Maybe I'll take some legs out. And
I like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude. I mean, they supposedly, Travis, they're drop shotting them. They're wacky rigging them weighted, weightless. Yeah. I tell you what, when it goes through the water, if I watched it because I took it to a pond, it was super cold. And it's the pond where I threw that Zell roll and pop R. I just wanted to see the action because it's crystal clear there. And it basically, it does a little bit of this on the fall. So I, pull it up, just let it fall. I think it would be dynamite, man, when they're cruising or something. I don't know. But wait, man, a whole lot cheaper than $11 a bait. I mean, for two or whatever it is.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, 10 for sure. 4 hairs per side looks like, Vern. Okay, thanks, man. I'll try it out. Maybe I'll do a few less next time. What else is going on, man?
That's it. You're the one that wanted to do this.
All right, let's keep going. I got a giveaway this winter.
Let's hear about it.
What do you guys think, man? All right, so this is a JDM head. I want to see if anybody can. And I teamed up with Eric Ezel. He's the rowboat captain. Eric Ezel. He's a fly fishing guide. I'm going to show his card. There's his number. Hit him up. And he's out of Southeast Idaho in Middle Tennessee. That's where he guides. So if you're into trout trips, he's got a float boat, man. The dude is a whole lot of fun, and he'll show you a great time out there. But he's also an amazing fly tire. And so I collaborate with him on some designs. And I had posted on my Instagram a long time ago something I called it a chatter leech. And so I wanted to come up with a chatter leech style bait. So basically this has a kind of an everlasting tail. It's and you guys can see it. It's on my Instagram, but it's got a clear blade. So it's a chatterbait style bait, clear blade. Who can name the company that's JDM that made this? So it's got a little bit of marabou in there, a little bit of flash boo. I left some of the skirt on, and then it's got the zonker tail. And I'm going to be giving some away. Then I asked them to do one with that tail right there is for fly tying. So that's a shad version of the tail, but tied in. What do you guys think, man? I used this bait with Travis before and up in New York, and I had a leech style plastic trail on it. There you go, man. Tom, it is the OG clear blade. You got it, man. It's OSP, and wore them out. I wore out the fish on that thing, man. Anyway, so I'm going to be giving a collection of those away. And I think we're going to have a free pair of sunglasses or something that Eric is donating, man, like polarized. So all you guys got to do is when I post this, and I'll let you know, I'll announce it on a show this winter, is follow him and tag a couple buddies, man. It's that easy. Nothing to do with me. I'm just helping him out. There you go. Okay. That's what I'm doing this winter. So I donated the heads. He tied them up. And we're going to be giving a nice collection, nice assortment of those away. So in different kind of colors. Yeah. What do you think, bro? Would you throw it? I think I'm going to throw it with you.
Yeah.
You think they'll be eating a moving bait at that time of year? I don't think I'm going to be reeling it steady. I think I'm going to be more pumping it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like popping it like a blade bait. You say they're on a blade bait, right?
Yeah.
Right now? Yeah. So everybody knows, traps and blade baits and, even chatterbaits you can yo-yo. And this is particularly effective because that's how I finally figured out how they wanted the bait presented to them. It wasn't a drag and stop. It wasn't a steady reel and impart a little bit of twitch on it. Those fish wanted this thing on the bottom and short little pumps. I was going and this was not cold weather. So this was more like late spring, and they wanted that thing pumped. And it got the biggest bites for me of that trip. So I'm telling you, I think there's something to it. We'll see. Bass love leeches. They do. Leeches. The right shape and profile. And no flashy blade to turn them off, right? No flat, but the vibration of a chatterbait. There you go. That was the original clear blade. Not from Jackhammer. Not from whatever you call them. Yeah.
What size hook?
Oh man, so here's a naked head. So I took the skirt off of this one and made that to look like a perch or a goby because that's got like a green pumpkin top, threw a little color on it. But there's the hook, very stout. It is like a perfectly gauged big smallmouth hook. So I'm thinking that's probably if I compared it to a jackhammer, I mean, I don't feel like taking one out of the package, but it's not as huge as the jackhammer hook. So it really pairs up nicely with the leech style bait. There you go. Yeah, man. Yeah, so leechy style patterns is what I'm after. What do you think, man?
I like it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. That's what I got tonight, man.
Well,
How about you? How's the fishing been up there, Brojas?
fishing's been good. It's been windy,
Yeah.
very
And
windy.
the temperatures are in the 50s, you said? Water temp still?
Yeah.
Dude, is that warm for this time of year or just about average?
Um, it's definitely warmer. I'm just looking at the weather right now. We should
Okay.
probably, because we got to plan a trip up here, dude.
Yeah, we do. We do.
I want to
54
see what
on
you were
feeling
saying.
score. All right, so let's look.
Don't make me duck hunt, because I will.
All
Our original plan is the best, but
right, I'm looking at 10 days. Oh, it's changed again. Okay, so now it's changed. So we're
it
getting up
looks like
to
it'll be okay.
next Saturday, Sunday, like next week, the temperature daytime are anywhere from 45 to 50.
Stop worrying about the temperature. I don't care.
All right. So let's look at the wind.
I think you want I think you're
No.
scared of those 30-degree temps, bud.
No, but I'm not. I fished with you for the first time. Remember on Ontario, caught that New York State record with you. I'm
I
good.
understand that.
I know how to. I'll bring my freaking Uggs again, man. Remember I had the Uggs on, and you were like, you'd never seen anybody fish with Uggs. I was the first. Looks like the winds next week. So starting from the 17th, which is Sunday, northeast 6, north, that's Saturday. So north 10, north 11, then it's going to 12, anywhere from 10 to 12. Remember, I'm on Cape Vincent, which is the windiest part. So that doesn't look hateful. There's no 15, 20 mile an hour forecast right now.
All right.
That looks pretty good. And there's no rain. We got no rain to contend with. And you got, you got a low pressure system coming in on the 18th, but then you got a rise in barometer. Not that you care or it matters. I don't know anything about smallies and barometer. Wow, you got a real high pressure coming in this Wednesday. Look at that. 30, and then it drops like a stone. So you got some front. Interesting. Then it looks pretty steady next week.
Okay.
And Mark D says, yeah, actual Uggs. Matthew Weimer, I did wear actual Uggs with the shearling, the shearling stuff in them. And then Uggs, this is for all you men out there, the Uggs sells a shearling footbed liner. And I'll tell you what, one thing I hate when I'm fishing in the winter is cold feet and cold hands. Coldest I've ever been. One time on the Potomac River, it was one of those damp 30-degree, like it felt like it was 25, a northeast wind, dampness in the air, like to the bone chilling. And then with Travis, when I got absolutely soaked on Ontario, dude, I was frozen. We caught him though. Remember I lost that giant on that shaky chatter jig? On the big boulder at the end of the day. That thing was a monster, man.
I remember.
Dang. I want to know how big that fish was. So see, like there's a JDM company that makes a micro chatter jig. Although the
Yeah.
Minimax probably the Minimax
Joe
probably
goes,
covers.
Joe asks a question. Do you find a certain lower temp that the bite window condenses to certain points in the day? Or if you're around them, you catch them throughout the day? Most of the time, if you're around them, you're going to catch them. That's been
All right.
my experience for smallmouth.
All right, here's another question. When the water temp goes from the 50s, low 50s to like in that 45 range, do you feel like there's another gear of feeding that the smallmouth turn on? Or does it stay steady if you're around them? They do. They really
they're
start
going to turn on even more.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mhm.
All right. So when do
Yeah.
they close? Is Ontario closed December 15th, no matter what side of the continent you're
November
on?
30th. Yes.
It's over. You can't fish anywhere
Correct.
in the river and the lake.
Yes.
It's over. Wow. Is there any discussion of them opening it up?
Yeah, but who knows?
Have you written your representative yet?
I have not.
Will you?
No.
Will you get a coalition of fishermen together to write and sign a petition? Would everybody on Smallmouth Crush, all right, would everybody, do you think you could get your 15,000 followers to sign a petition in New York to open up the waters for fishing?
I doubt it.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, catch and release, not keep, a pure catch and release season. I mean, think about the economic impact to your business and to, I want to say Door County again, but I know that's in Wisconsin. Hamilton County. What's the name of the county up there, bud?
Jefferson.
Just think of the economic impact to Jefferson County if they opened it up. There was no closed season.
Mm-hmm.
Hotels, restaurants, gas stations, convenience stores, Walmarts. I mean, are you kidding me? Right?
Yeah.
So Lee says it's just closed in 2 counties, right? Or is it
It's
all
just
of
these
them?
2 counties, yes.
So what was the wisdom of those 2 counties to close down smallmouth starting December 1st when there's plenty of good fishing in warmer years?
I don't know.
It makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a good answer.
Yeah, and Wave Currents and Ice brings up a good point. If freaking Ontario, I mean, like, they got a spring catch and release. Yeah, Lee, makes no sense to me either. Darius King's in the house, Crankbait King. How's the crankbait bite, Darius? Then you got a championship coming to your lake. Bass Nation.
When's that?
So if you and I fished a team series and we qualified, you and I would be going to Kentucky Lake. I think it's in December.
Uh-huh.
And you personally, because if we made it to the final day, I would sit out and allow you to go ahead and fish to try to make the Bassmasters Classic. That's a path to the Classic.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, path to the Classic. I got a couple buddies are going. I've been to one with Jack Rinkers. I've been to one with Scooter. Scooter was on Lake Hartwell, and Jack, it was on Harris Chain of Lakes. Man, it was fun too, man. I love that team derby stuff.
Right.
You don't have any team series up there that qualifies you guys?
There might be, but I'm not familiar with them.
Are you planning on for 2025 running a Smallmouth Crush Open series on your waters?
I think we might do something next year. Yeah.
I think that'd be very cool. How many derbies would you do and where would you have them?
I don't know. We'd have to talk to JP, which I invited on, but he
couldn't do it.
No.
Dang. Where's that Lucky Craft crack crankbait? I want to show everybody what the magic scales look like on a crack crankbait. Anyway, all right, but like, what does your intuition tell you? Just do it all on one body of water, or would you mix it up? River only, lake?
No, it would just be open to everything for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you want to go to places like Oneida, or just keep it up there in Jefferson County?
I think it would all be Ontario.
Okay. No Champlain, no Oneida.
Not yet.
So you wouldn't be interested in traveling down there and having a spring derby and going to catch some 5-pound largemouth in pre-emergent grass on
No, bud. I'm guiding or fishing tournaments on the weekends. I'm not running around to Oneida to host a tournament.
Hold on. It's not even open for you to guide. When does it open for you to guide?
What are you even talking about?
When do your waters open for you to guide? Oh, yeah, Canada.
I guide in March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November.
That ain't bad.
Okay.
All right. What else do you have planned for Smallmouth Crush in 2025? Maybe a Smallmouth Crush Open
Series? I didn't expect to get bombarded with all these questions tonight, Eric.
These are good questions for the show, man. I mean, look, it's a surprise show. We're honoring the Edmund Fitzgerald crew.
People that didn't tune in last week expect us to be here tonight.
That's very true. How many do we got? We're growing. Are you hangry?
No.
All right. You get all fired up that you're low. What do you want to talk about then, man? Since it's an open topic night, you got the mic. Go ahead. Ask me a question then.
What
are your plans for the Bass Lab for 2025?
What's your plans for 2025?
Man, I think 2025, I talked to my business partner, Nancy.
Okay.
I want to sit down with my wife and my family, and I want to talk about my cross-country trip to Cali.
Oh, you want to go to California?
I want to do the Legendary Lakes trip.
Okay.
What lakes? I want to go the southern route. What lake should I visit? All right, people in the chat, go. What lake should I visit on the Legendary Lakes tour? I got to go to Texas because I've never been. I think I'm going to Kentucky Lake. Darius, if the offer still stands, I want to go see Darius King in Kentucky. I don't even know what route that takes me. Kentucky would be like, Darius, how far are you from definitely Clear Lake in California? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wise fishing. I appreciate the invite. Toledo Bend. Oh, I got to get a notepad. I got to write this down. Toledo Bend. And I need a notepad. Hold, please. I'm going to get a sheet of paper. Be right back, Travis. Manage the stream.
We have a temporary break in the action, it appears. We'll take a survey. Is Eric going to finally do this year? I doubt it. Maybe. Say what?
I got it.
All right. What are you getting?
All right. This is my notepad right here. All right. Legendary Lakes. Oh boy, look at that. I got to catch up, man. All right. Toledo Bend. Got to see Toledo Bend. And if I was to try to catch an old pro to fish with on these bodies of water and or visit a really cool tackle store or a bait maker in those areas, I'm ready to hear it. So we got Lake Fork, Toledo Bend, Sabine River. Well, the northern swing, you got to go to Erie. And Travis, we got to shoot a Legendary Lake show. I'm just putting Travis there for the northern swing.
John had a question. Safety, winter fishing. Anyone wear a float suit? Definitely would keep your life jacket on.
Remember when you didn't used to?
I used to. Well, even in the summer, when you're by yourself, you probably should keep a life jacket on. Only, and we talked about this, let's say you're out there in those big waves,
Mm-hmm.
and you accidentally just slip over the side. Your boat, you might not have time to react or perhaps get back to your boat if it's drifting a little faster than expected. I would assume I could do it, but you never know.
Right.
Especially if you're by yourself. I had a guy fall in a while
What?
back. Yeah,
Did
last
you
week.
really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. First time ever. I did lose a co-angler once, but that was it. That was a couple years ago. And I've never personally fell off of a boat.
Right.
Except that one time when, well, not like fall off, but like, remember I was retrieving that crankbait on the Potomac
Yeah.
with you?
Oh yeah. Remember? And you just waxed your boat and you were using the net. Remember, we retrieved the crankbait successfully with a net a couple of times. And then that one time it was way deeper than you thought. And you went to stick the net in. You were kind of chest was on the gunnel and you leaned over and you just went right in.
Right.
But you got the crankbait, right?
Yes. But that's not like me just accidentally randomly falling out of the boat.
Right. Right.
And then I did fall. Remember when I broke down in the Toyota series and I was at the dock in Ogdensburg and
Yeah.
I, for some reason,
Oh yeah.
I jumped out of the out of my boat in the back. I tied it up front and then I grabbed the rope in the back, but it was a short rope. And so I jumped on the dock and held the rope in my hand and I knew it was not going to make it, but I didn't let go of the rope. I thought maybe I could fight it, but I was fighting it when I was halfway to the dock still. And then because I didn't let go of the rope, I had to decide what to do. And I lunged to the boat and hit my rib cage on the side. Basically got knocked. There was that homeless guy watching me right there. It was a pretty interesting ordeal. And then when I lost the co-angler, he was just, I don't know what happened to him. It wasn't even that, it wasn't windy at all, but you know, he was cold the rest of the day, but he was all right, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Man, these are good questions, man. Everybody's got good suggestions. Yeah, you know what, Tim? Some might not be so legendary anymore, but for me, it's a personal thing. I'm not trying to showcase them as legendary today, but they were legends for me growing up. And I feel like I got to see them. You know what I mean? Because I read about them. I watched them. I watched them in the day when, you know, it's like the golden age of bass fishing, right? You know, Bass Masters, Bob Cobb. So for me, it's a lot of nostalgia. I'd love to fish with the guys who made bass fishing popular and really built the foundation of the sport that we all stand upon. Show them a little reverence. I mean, like to get in a boat with Zell Rowland and talk about topwater fishing and to try to hit it at a time. And sure, if some of the newer guys like Lee Livesey, who's won multiple times on his body of water down in Texas, to be able to see him in the off season, I don't know that the timing would work out and all of it, but like Florida, I did win Bass Fishing Hall of Fame auction, so I get to go fish with Bobby Lane. You know, and I think it was $650. I think that's, I mean, you pay Travis $700 to go fish with him. I want to go flip with Bobby Lane in Florida. I don't really care where we go. It's probably going to be on the Big O. I think he lives near there. So for me, man, I'm going to have to watch this again because, boy, the list is growing. These are all great ideas. Yeah, man. So this is a passion project for me. You know, Travis and I talked about it with Rick from Monster Bass. At one point, we were going to try to film and make it into a show and show it. But for me, I do want to meet or try to meet a lot of the old pros that I looked up to, guys that fish old school, power fishermen, even finesse fishermen, but old school, you know. And look, man, if they use live scope, I don't really care to find fish. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to be up there staring at the screen. I'll be standing on the back of the boat trying to catch them. I want a Carolina rig. I want to trap. I want to rip traps out of grass. That's what I want to do. I want to go through a big ass top water with Lee Livesey down in Texas. Maybe I catch a big one, sling around a big glide bait and see if I can catch one on it. You know, that's what I want to do. I want to visit local tackle shops that, if there are any left, see what they got in stock in the back room. You know, maybe find the old bag of gator, you know, ditto tail worms, man. Stuff like that. That would turn me on. Just film little segments of it. I don't know, post to my Instagram, maybe send the chip out on my, I've got a GoPro, send the chip to my son to edit, or even Eric from Uncle Larry's, man. Maybe he comes down. If it's a really good trip, film it. You know, Ken Duke says he can get me fishing with Lee Sisson in Florida. I mean, are you kidding me? Going to crank shell bars in Florida with Lee Sisson? I don't even care if I catch one. I just want to go talk balsa crankbaits with Lee and be on a boat with him. And if I have to hire him for the day, I'll do it, man. I've saved up for this moment. I've worked my butt off, you know, for this moment, and I want to do it. And I'd love to. I mean, I'd love to travel with a friend, but I mean, who can take off 3 months and go across the country? But the goal is to end up in California, fish the Delta, fish Clear Lake. And,
well, I would definitely do that. We would just have to find a way to, substitute my income from guiding.
Right. Yeah. Dude, it still excites me to do it. I mean, what a gas that would be. You talk about an adventure, see the country, you know, stop into a laundromat, do your laundry and meet some interesting characters. Maybe see a Bigfoot along the way, interdimensional beast, a UFO down in Utah, or at Lake Mead at night with there's no lights, and have Travis looking up in the sky while you're sitting over a fire pit. Maybe meet some smallmouth crush viewers along the way. I mean, are you guys picking up what I'm laying down? Is it just me, or does anybody else get excited about it for me? Or if you could do it. I don't know, man. That's what I want to do. Yeah, man, Tim, that's a good idea. Classic Lakes in 71. Wow. That would be huge. And, you know, like, fish the baits that won the classics. Or at least have one tied on, right? Like, yep. Since 71, fish the winning lures. That's pretty cool, because I probably got them in here somewhere. Man, Ken Duke could help me with that. I got to start planning. So I went to AAA. Travis, you probably don't know what that is, but bought an atlas of the United States of America. And there used to be this thing they would call a triptych before GPS and mapping, you know, and navigation in your car or on your phone. You used to be able to go to AAA and get what's called a triptych. And they would hand you this map with a highlighted route to your destination and your stops along the way. You had to use a paper map, because how else would you get there if you'd never been? Like, if you're driving across country, what'd you use? You used an old school map. And I mean, getting ready for the reset, you might want to reacquaint yourself with an old map. I got one, as long as it doesn't melt with the simulacrum. You know what I'm saying? What if it comes early and I'm on the road? That would be crazy. Oh, no. It won't. I know. Well, at least I got 16 years to do it. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Make sure that I can watch this replay, because I did not catch all the comments.
Okay.
I'm going to need the chat on when you post this video.
I don't take the chat down.
Okay, man. Okay. Yeah, I could stop at Little Rich. I'll definitely be stopping at a Hojo's. Ain't no doubt. I mean, maybe you and I should do like the Northern Swing.
Maybe.
And why don't we film it and try to like promote it, do something with it? Don't you think, like, man, like the Outdoor Channel wouldn't want to buy that?
Yeah.
All the hijinks, you and I, all the stuff, all the things we'd get into. That'd be a lot of fun. You know? Travels. Just keep the cameras rolling 24 hours. Stream it live for 24 hours. I don't know.
Yes.
It could be interesting. It could be fun. Dworshak Reservoir, Idaho. Is that the one with the giant smallies?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Tim, for sure, man. Travis, somebody said you should develop the simulacrum colorway.
A what?
The simulacrum colorway. Does it look like this? Kinda.
Maybe.
Kinda. I think it does. Look, if you watch that movie, it's not a movie. It's a series on Netflix called Dark. You need to watch Dark.
Okay.
Who's watching right now? Has ever seen the series called Dark on Netflix? You can watch it and it's overdubbed in English, or you can watch it in German with English subtitles. Dark. Yeah, man. That's what I want to do. I said I was going to do it. I think I'm taking 3 months off to do it next year. And I guess I'd have to start in January. Oh yeah, casitas for sure.
All right.
We got to do the colors, brobone and simulachrome.
Yes, we will.
Smallmouth approved colors, man. What would brobone look like? It'd have to be a bone color with some blood. Brobone.
I'm just, I don't know.
What, man?
I'm just listening.
All right. All right.
Go for
That's
it.
what
Do
I
it.
got
Stop
going
talking about it.
I know, bro. I've been talking about it for how long on this channel? How long?
A long time.
Right? I mean, a long time. Too long. Life is short, man. I started out, I was going to call it my YOLO tour. I actually have a logo of the YOLO tour. Yeah, I wanted to make it like a map, Route 56. I talked to Goonie Wolf about it. And then Legendary Lakes, I like the alliteration of Legendary Lakes better, but it was going to be my YOLO Bass Tour. Kind of cheesy, right? Who thinks okay, so you think I picked the better one? Legendary Lakes.
Yeah.
All right. Ryan says you need to take DMT and search for the end of his find out what really happened. Mark D, if you heard the story with JP, when did he tell that story? If you guys got stranded and he was offering his bro bone for you to eat, like his broken leg or something. You were stranded on the island, and he's like, wouldn't you offer a dude a bro bone to survive? Would you eat him? He was basically was that. If you guys got stuck out there, well, Stewart duck hunting, right? Who's a veteran on the show that's watching right now? Who served in the armed forces here that's watching tonight? I'd like to know. Who's a veteran? Let us know if you're watching. You're a vet. Lance Brookis, thank you for your service, Lance. Appreciate it. Man, highway hangouts. Dude, these are all great suggestions. I'm going to have to go back and watch this, man.
The comments have been
really good.
Pretty good.
They've been flying in, bro, for a surprise show.
It's so cold up here.
Cold? Oh, in your what you call it?
Yeah, I didn't turn the heater on.
I gotcha. It's good for the body, man. Burning some calories, bro.
I guess.
Have you started to clean up your diet like you said you were going to do, man?
Yeah, I think so.
There you go. Man, Tim, thank you both for your service, man. That's what I'm talking about. Darius King said he stopped fishing derbies 20 years ago, took that money and started fishing different lakes all over. Best decision of his life. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. What else, bro?
That's it. We're going to keep it short and sweet, guys. We just wanted to check in.
That's right. That's right. All right.
You got
Thanks,
anything to
man.
add? What's new at the Bass Lab?
I got, what do I got, man? Oh, I
I mean,
found
don't
something
make
that I've
up
been looking.
something. If there's nothing new, just be like, I got nothing.
Nope. I got something. So, I'm a big fan of the River Rat spinnerbait, right? I've been looking for an 1/8 ounce and 3/16 ounce, even a quarter, small, but with the right hook, the right head, and the right wire. I might have found it. Stay tuned. I'm going to talk to the guy about making some for the Bass Lab. Single spin, not double, but a single spin. Caught a couple
Right.
bass pond hopping around last couple days, slow rolling it, and I think I got something pretty cool. I'm excited about that. That's right. Oh, I got the Big M working on another size epic shad. We're going to call it the little epic shad. Leal epic shad, as Hank Parker would say.
Uh-huh.
A downsized version. So he sent me a couple prototypes and I fished them today. Gave him a report. Looking forward to that. Yeah, man. Oh, and I will have some epic shads coming from TK. He got the package from Burns, so it's not going to be many, but I know you guys have been waiting, so expect those in the next couple of weeks because I'm out of stock, but they'll be in stock again. So if there's any colors that you guys want to see in the next run of epic shads, and for those of you who don't know, the epic shad is a big body flat side. Big IG. It's the biggest balsa flat side on the market that I know of. Nobody makes one that big. And it's a fish catcher. Let me see if I can find one and show it. Where are you? They're usually sitting right here. Hold on. Nope. That's the Legends box. Not in that box. How come I can't find one?
I don't know.
Dang, I must have sold them. No, I got one. Oh, I forgot to show this the other night on the stream, though. Where did they go? Hold on. Marty Burns. Big M. Big M. They got to be right here. I'm just not looking in the right place.
Oh.
How you feeling, buddy? You tired?
Yeah.
I know, dude. You sound like you're dragging, bro.
I'm off tonight for sure.
Why?
I don't know.
What's going on? What's going on in that brain of yours, man? I've lost all my epic shads. Holy crap, and I got a bunch. There's somewhere in here. Hold on. Here they go. I got them. There they are. I just had them put away in the right place. Normally I have the box at the ready. So here's the epic shad. So for comparison, let me show a regular flat side so you guys know what I'm talking about. What flat side does everybody know? Okay, yeah, here you go. So that's the epic shad. That's a regular flat side compared to the epic shad. Look at the size difference. That baby, that's a bad bitch right there, man. So contrary to popular belief, flat sides have more flash than a round bait. Did you know that, Travis?
Yeah.
They do. Yeah. So this one, thumbnail lip, Bass Lab on the lip right there, so you know what you got. This bait's got a lot of balsa and an old school ticker. Listen up. Listen up. I made this for cover cranking. What do I mean when I say cover cranking? You can make, I love a pull and stop retrieve. So when this bait hits cover, you pause and it doesn't just float up. It backs out and backs out hard. There's so much balsa in this bait. Not only does it back out, but it has a hard wobble on the rise. So it's got secondary action. So I love it for that reason. So I do a lot of pulling and stopping, rip wrap, wood, stump, it moves a ton of water and it gets a big bite. So that's a big flat side for you guys. That's the Epic Shad, but I'm making a downsized version with Mr. Burns. So stay tuned for that. That's another thing that's happening in 2025. What do you think of that, Trav?
I like it.
There you go, man. That's what's new. That's what's up. And I will get to tying. I really want to tie some stuff this winter. That's what I'm excited about. To actually sit down at my vise and tie some stuff. Because I'm pretty good. I'm a pretty good tire. Like this little thing. Like I'm proud of this one. Let me just show you. This is a show and tell night, bro. So that is the first that I've ever seen. This is a swing head. See that? That's a swing head jig head. And I've tied natural material in front of that swing head. And that's an owner cover shot hook. So it's a finesse swing head jig head.
Yes.
I got it ball head. I've got it in ball head and like a sled head. It comes through grass. You know, Travis, when the like Chesapeake Bay bass and the largies would get in that grass and you want to downsize and throw them something unique. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, bro. With a centipede on the end of that, 1/8 ounce, 16th ounce. Sneaky. Sneaky, bro. And I want to see if anybody can name this bait. I'm just doing a bait show tonight, basically. Can you name this plastic bait on the end of this black swing head? Let me show it. What is that? Name that
Japanese,
bait.
some sort of Japanese bait.
It's not. It's American, man. It's got a solid body and then like a half of a tube tail. Came in a lot of different colors. What is that, man? Yeah, David Zickus. I've got a Renzetti. A Renzetti. It's a rotary vise 360. 360, I think, or 180. Yeah, it's a Renzetti. Renzetti. But you know what? You can get cheap vices. There's some really inexpensive vices that are like single clamp on Amazon or, you know, even eBay. And I don't know which ones to recommend because I've had that Renzetti for, good God, I don't know, a long time. And I tie my own stuff. So you guys know I like to tie stuff up here. So that's what I use. And when I'm painting lures, like when I painted that one, look at that thing, Travis.
Yes.
Look at that. Look at that hot rod. I molded stuff on the body. That's my hot rod crank. What do you think of that thing?
I like it.
Isn't that cool? Come on, man. Come on, dude.
Yes.
Talk to me, bro. Isn't that tight? I didn't show that last time. Yeah, but I use my Renzetti vise. I will screw the eye into the the eye of the crankbait like I painted this one. So I use Sally Hansen, and so I'll put either the belly. I'll tie the belly into my vise, and I can rotate the bait. So I can rotate it that way. So I can paint, apply. I like the big flakes and nail polish and the big old eyes, man. So that's my golden shiner pattern. What do you think, Travis?
I like it.
Golden shiner. That'd be good up north, man.
Yeah.
I think you catch a big smallmouth on that, don't you?
I think so.
God, I love cranking. Can we still catch them on a crankbait?
Yeah.
Super do. David Stottlemyre got it right. It's not a flying. Nope. Hey, oh, God, everybody got it. Steve Hardy. Look at that, man. There's some old school dudes in here, man. Steve Clapper. That's a legend. Do you know that name?
Yep.
He's a legend, isn't he?
He is.
Up north there. Yeah, man. What'd you read?
I'm still in post-election session.
Yeah, because the show's over, right? You got nothing to tune into, right? You were enjoying the show.
Here, I'm going to give everyone a tip of the night.
What's the tip of the night? Let's hear it.
Hold on.
All right, I'm waiting.
Let me find it.
Go ahead. I'm waiting.
Give me 1 second.
We're good. No rush. No rush.
Do they still have them?
Look at that beauty.
Oh, they do.
What do you got?
Okay.
What do you got? What do you got?
Hold on. I want to see if they're still in stock.
Oh, talk to us, man. You can still buy stuff?
All right, here's what you guys need to do.
All right, I'm listening.
Where is it?
Can you share your screen?
If you go to the description of this video, I would really appreciate if you use this link. It will give me credit through Tackle Warehouse. I'm going to post it right now.
Ooh, look at that.
Okay. If you copy that and then put in the search, if you want a really good blade bait, I went a little overboard on them. I bought a lot. And they were
It's not
definitely working
not the
very
Mickey.
well.
Not the Mickey.
This is
Share the screen.
a blade bait by G-Crack.
Oh God, I hope it's not $9.95.
No, bud. You need to type in G-Crack and go into hard baits. Please use that link if you're going to do this, guys.
Share the link.
I did.
Share the screen. Show us.
I'm not doing that right now. You can go look for it. It's G-Crack Bombay blade bait. They are on sale right now at 65% off.
Whoa. I like it.
3/8, half ounce. I've been very impressed with this blade bait.
For $3.97, buy them all.
I know. Like, I figured they would go as soon as I talked about it.
What color? You say they used to be $11.50.
Well, thanks, Mark. Let me know if that link works, guys. Go look for it. Here, maybe I can get the exact let me try something that might help you guys out. How do we do this? It's going to be the best advice I can give you. Why is it so hard?
Crazy colors.
You see them?
Yeah.
All right. I know what to do. I'm going to paste this. I might be able to get the link for you guys. If
What color did you buy?
any gold, silver, any really a baitfish color.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can always.
All right, I got it. This should be the exact link you need to put in, guys. There you go. I would go 3/8 in 12 foot, but the half will work too.
Always.
It's really a great deal.
Always, bro. 3/8. I wish they had a quarter. Hard to find a quarter-ounce one. Because you know me. I'm flipping a blade
I
bait
wanted to
3
try
foot
them
water.
out first. So I bought, I think bluegill's a good color because it looks more like, it gives you that kind of that darker on cloudier days. The
Yeah.
flash IU, purple shad.
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of those. They'll probably
Yep,
all
good
be
one.
sold out.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
That's a hell of a price, dude. What's it showing for a price?
You can't beat it, bro.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna order a couple. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Who just ordered? Anybody? I did.
Yeah, $4. That's cheap.
For a blade bait. How are the hooks?
So it's a 2-hook system.
Yeah.
Very good. Sharp.
You know the one I like? I like
Hmm.
the Fish Lab one. See if they got it on look and see if they have it on Tackle Warehouse.
What's it called?
Fish Lab.
Oh, yeah, they do. I've seen that one.
It's the potbelly one.
Yep.
And the one I like, and put the link up so people can buy it if they want to get one of those too, because I like it because they have one that is half gold, half silver, and it's a golden shiner color. And if there are golden shiners on your lake, there are suckers for it. I wrecked them up at Deep Creek for it. Torched them.
Yeah. I see it. I actually almost bought some of those. I'm going to post that one that Eric's talking about, guys. You can use this link as well.
Yep.
Oh
yeah.
And Lee goes, are you fishing vertically or horizontally? Most of the time, Lee, you're going to cast that blade out, and I love to use the 1/2 ounce, especially on 10-pound straight fluoro on a bait caster, medium. I use a St. Croix Legend Extreme rod. And
how do you get the vertical fall on a bait caster? I always struggle with that.
No, you can, but it's hard. But if I'm casting, if I'm making a cast, I like to use a bait caster. I let it fall, and then I just lift on semi-slack line and let it fall on semi-slack line. You want to be able to lift and feel that vibration and kill it. You're only lifting like 8 inches. I mean, experiment.
Yeah.
8 inches to a foot. Experiment on the pause as well. What's been working for me is lift about 3 seconds, I guess.
Yep.
But later in the year or just a day, I mean, I've waited 10 seconds before, and it's crazy. All of a sudden, you just feel that little tick. Especially if you know there's fish around, try to wait as long as you can if you know they're there.
Right.
Now, I will drop on them if I see them right below the boat. I don't mind throwing. It's easier to fish a blade bait on a spinning rod. You're not going to get as much line twist or tangles. It's not going to catch the hook as much.
Yeah.
But I love to jack on them on a, I give them a nice little hook set on the bait caster. That's why I enjoy doing it.
That's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Tackle Tip Tuesday. That's right. What's everybody's favorite blade bait beside the one you just bought on Tackle Warehouse? I'm curious. What does everybody like to throw? You got the original. You got the Binsky. You got the Vibey. You got a bunch of custom ones that people make on eBay. I don't like those. They're too thick. I don't like metal when it's too thick.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get that vibration. I like some that have the holographic paint. Looks like those ones that the G Crack, they had holographic had some holographic finishes. The G Crack. What was the G Crack? What was it called again? G Crack. Well, I don't want to look at it again.
Yeah.
G Crack. What was it?
I don't know. The G Crack. I don't know, bud. The link's right there.
You just had it up.
Bombay. I'm serious. The best rod for underspin, in my opinion, is the St. Croix Legend Tournament Bass rod. Either the open water rod, it's going to be a medium moderate 710, or a medium light, the hair jig rod. If you're throwing lighter underspins, works great.
Yeah. G Crack. Bombay. The Bombay. Oh, they don't show the picture with the hooks.
No.
Okay, here you go. But here it is. The Bombay blade bait. It's excellent with its starting vibration by adopting an ultra thin 0.5 millimeter stainless steel plate. It gives you a firm feel, featuring 2 separate line ties. Which one do you use? So the forward one gives you tighter. The second one gives you wider.
I'd use a second.
So they arm with 2 fluorine-coated, sticky, sharp double hooks. So it's not a treble, right? They're double, correct? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's upward and away from snags. Well, there you go. And the hook size is the number 5. Very good. I like it. Rayburn gill, which is gold red. Then you got the IU, bluegill, chartreuse shad, and you got purple shad. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
1/2 ounce and 3/8. Blade bait fishing is fun, but man, do you lose them like crazy. That's why $3.97 is a hookup. Travis, you just hooked everybody up.
Well, I don't know how many's left.
Yeah, but I mean, if anybody got a few, they got a few. Saved. I mean, you saved $7 on that thing. It was $11 blade bait. Good God. What made that thing $11?
I don't know.
Yeah. That's nuts, I tell you. Nuts.
Lee wants to know what I'm using the St. Croix Victory rods for. I use that 7-foot medium, I guess, for dragging jigs quite a bit.
Didn't the Victory rod, don't they make a hair jig rod?
Yes, they
Or is
do.
that the other
They
one?
also, yes, they also make that. The one I was just talking about, the Legend Tournament Bass rod. They also make it in the Victory. It's a little less expensive. It works great too, especially for underspins, things like that. That hair jig rod really is great for small
ridiculous
finesse baits. And then, of course, you have the open water Victory rod, which is the 710 medium moderate, and that's great for spy baits, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing any underspins lately? Should be about that time, right?
Yeah, I should get back into it. I just haven't.
Slow rolling that thing around.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Don't forget about your drop minnow, dude.
Yeah.
Are you still with Great Lakes Finesse?
No, I just wear the hoodie for the hell of it.
Coming out with anything new for 2025?
Yeah, they're going to come out with some stuff, I'm sure.
No, are you doing anything with them for 2025?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure we'll
Are
fish
you
with
doing
them.
another collab? Do you have another
No,
collab
they haven't
idea?
asked. No, I think
Okay.
once they went big, things changed a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
10 to the 4, man. Let's see. Ken Collins ordered some. Cicada. CC for me. Lucky Craft Double Blade. Rapala V Blade. Bobby D's Grinder. Panorama. Nice, man.
Yeah.
Lyra at 64. You got milfoil. They work in the weeds without fouling. Which one are you talking about, bro?
Yeah,
Period.
Kent Nomad makes some good blades. Well, it's kind of a lipless that acts like a blade bait at times.
Not the one that searches when it falls. You don't want that one. Or do
Why
you?
not? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. 2 different presentations. If I'm trying to throw in a group of fish and my fucking blade bait's like swinging 5 feet to the left, I don't want that one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I want it to fall. I mean, if you're dropping vertical and you got a group of fish, you don't want to like going 7 feet to the left and swimming around. Right?
I hear you. I hear
There's
you.
the swim and the other one. They got 2 different versions. Make sure you're buying the right one for whatever you're trying to do.
Yes.
Maybe it triggers bites because when it's, if you're able to get it to a group of fish and then it's like swimming.
Yeah.
The Vertex swim. It swims. Does that.
Mm-hmm.
Those Vertex hooks are pretty stout. Yep. Very good, man. Flash vibe. Holy crap, Joe. Like for $17. What the frick? That's expensive, man. Dang. That's crazy. That's a lot of loot.
Jeez.
What?
Nothing. The comments, something about Ryan.
What do you say?
I
Yeah, I saw that.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Let everyone
Come
enjoy
on.
their lives.
Yeah, I agree. I really do.
All right. What did I do wrong here?
What do you mean?
Hold on.
Hold on.
SmallmouthCrush Captain.
Uh-oh.
Viewers, Mark.
What do you got?
Nothing. I'm good. I guess we're going to let everyone go.
Yeah, man. It's been a great show for taking the week off.
I got
Right?
stuff to do. Yeah.
What do you got going? What do you got to do? What's in that Amazon box?
Just some returns, bud.
What are you returning?
Man, no secret stuff.
What secret stuff was it? Hey, did Costa ever get back to you?
No, I have to follow up.
Ah, man, really?
I forgot about that.
I know, you got to call them up, bro.
I will.
Amazon returns.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I got to get to bed. I got work to do.
That's right. Hey, man, thanks, Travis, for a special show to honor our veterans and the Edmund Fitzgerald crew, because I know that's special and close to your heart, man. Right?
Yes.
Enjoyed it.
Yes.
Thanks, man. Yeah, good auction too. We'll do another one this winter.
Yeah. All right.
What else? What else do we got to do? Duck hunt?
All right. We'll see everyone next week, Monday. As always, till next time. See you guys on the water.
Thanks, everybody. Hit that end button, bro.
Hold on. I'm not gay. My boyfriend. I just saw something on there.
Did you?
It disappeared. All right. We got to go.
We got to go. Hit
See
that. Hit that smash, like, and
Then this
subscribe button.
thing.